Few issues have evoked the Israeli public's passion as has the matter of judicial review. Warnings of impending harm to what has been considered a robust economy were sounded as top economists and politicians weighed in on its likely impact.
There are two sets of ramifications. There's the long-term ones and the short-term ones. The long-term ones are going to be very, very severe. We're talking about in 2 decades, and that's when the effects on the degradation of institutions is going to come into effect, and particularly the idea that there's going to be more corruption, less oversight on government actions, and those things in the long term are going to severely harm economic growth. And what they've shown today is that even in the most optimistic scenario, we're talking about a drop of about 9 percentage points in GDP, which is very significant.
In the short term, the economic ramifications are already being felt.
People don't want to invest here. Not only investors, people who live here are looking around to see for alternatives for themselves.
The Israeli stock market used to be very much aligned with the S&P 500. Since the new government and the introduction of the judicial reforms, there's already been a decoupling, very much hurting the Israeli economy at a range of about 20%.
After massive protests, negotiations on the judicial overhaul are taking place at the president's house between the government and the opposition.
Even if the judiciary reform or revolution is not passed, but just stay as it is, already cause a huge decrease in investment in the Israeli startup, in the Israeli growth companies, and that's going to cause in the next 3 years a reduction of about 6% to 7% of the high-tech sector, and for the whole Israeli economy actually to grow on close to zero, which means that GDP per capita would go down by close to 1.5% annually in the next few years.
Unifying the people, said Dr. Ron Tomer, president of the Manufacturers Association of Israel, should be the focus to help the economy keep afloat.
People less happy to invest in countries when the people are actually confronting one each other, although we do it in a friendly manner and respectful manner.
The Israeli Minister of Finance, Bezalel Smotrich, agreed that the economic situation is deteriorating, but blamed it on global challenges and said that the government is addressing it. But some of the most influential people in the Israeli industry protested to his remarks and blamed the government for the economic downfall.
These people came to destroy the country and build a whole different country for themselves. Nothing to do with us, the taxpayers.
Israel's leading economists issued strong warnings for both the short and long term if the government implements the judicial reform package. Most see a positive result to the talks at the president's residence as a necessity rather than an option for the nation. From Jerusalem, this is Debbie Monblatt reporting for the Media Line.